welcome back to the channel. So in today's video is a new Funko news video. So just gonna talk about some of the new Funko Pops coming out, some of new figures that I want to talk about. Not every single figure, like I'm not a Transformer collector or whatever, so I'm not gonna talk about like all the new Transformers or whatever. Just some of figures that I familiar with and the figures that I collect. So putting on notice some new figures coming out, some in stores, but I believe most of them are mostly pre-orders right now. But if you guys are new to this channel, I talk about favorite figures, Funko Pops. I unbox figures such as Marvel Legends, to now WWE figures, to classic wrestlers, um, to Marvel Legends, to Bad Prestos, so all types of figures. So if you're interested in that type of content, you're in the right place, the right channel, and hopefully you guys find something you like. So, but this video is more for just Funko news and figure news. I'm just gonna call it figure news. So, but we're gonna start off with Funko. So, if you guys don't know, I think last video I kept saying Edmonton Comic Con. I'm so sorry about that. It's actually Emerald City Comic Con, and they announced some pops are coming out. Funko is getting ready to announce some new reveals for Edmonton City, so you're definitely going to see a video about the new reveals with Emerald City when that eventually comes out, because I believe Emerald City is next month. So I believe it's the 12th to the 15th. So they're definitely going to announce the new Funko Pops from there. So let's see what happens with that. But one of the newer reveals, I think there was one that I skipped over, and I apologize for that. And that was the Starship Trooper Tanker Bug. So that was pretty cool. I did like that one. Once again, those promotional shots that person took wasn't the best. I don't know what type of camera he was using, so that was definitely one. Also, real cool, a cool one, especially if you're in the Hollywood area. There's a Marty Sid and Marty Croft, I believe. Definitely didn't want to butcher that, but there were like two gold Funko Pops that look pretty cool. Sid and Croft, and Marty Croft. So if you want to pick those up, head to your Hollywood. I believe it's like some type of ceremony that went on. It might have passed already, so but you might want to head to your Hollywood store to go check that out if you're in the Hollywood area. There also announced, well, it wasn't announced, but it was a Venomized Poppin' Teeth Thanos. That looked pretty cool. I will definitely try to get my hands on that because I like the Poppin' Teeth bundles, and then a Venomized Thanos, you can't go wrong with it. I'm not sure if it's the already Venomized Thanos that's already out, so I'm not sure. You might have to come back a little bit later to find more promotional shots of that one. They also announced on the Funko website, Marvel. This is a Target, so Marvel Pocket Pops and Tees. So they had Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, and Thor. So they're just tees, and it comes with little pocket pops or whatever, which is pretty cool. I might have to, if they're in my size, if I'm at Target and I see them, I might have to pick up that Thor, maybe Iron Man, and maybe Hawk. I'm not really fond of everybody else, but those are my favorites, so I would definitely pick those up. So then they also announced a big bundle of new MLB player pops. So there was from Philadelphia, Aaron Nola, from the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt, which is interesting that they put the Cardinals one, even though that's his current team, but people know him more for playing with the Diamondbacks. The Mets, Jacob deGrom, he's standing on the mound, looks pretty cool. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. LA Dodgers, the Cody Bellinger. Rockies, Nolan Arenado. They had the Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero. I'm definitely going to pick up because I'm a huge Vladdy fan. I was a fan of his father. So, you know, I definitely, if you guys don't know, I believe I said this on one of my old King and Evil podcasts, but Vladimir Guerrero, Senior is my favorite player of all time, so definitely have to pick up his son's Funko Pop. A Milwaukee Brewers Christian Yelich. I'm not a Brewers fan. I actually don't like Milwaukee as much, but I do like Christian Yelich, and I will definitely be picking that up. I'll definitely pick up the Cody Bellinger as well, and maybe the P. Alonso and the Grom. Everybody else I'm not really a fan of. The Pirates, Josh Bell. Um, the Atlanta Braves, Freddie Freeman. Boston, Mookie Betts, even though he just got traded to the Dodgers, matter of fact. So that's going to be real interesting if they come out with a new pop of him in the Dodgers uniform. But I know you Boston fans, I mean, I feel like you guys still should pick it up because for what he did with Boston, you guys would definitely have to pick that up. Another Rockies player, Charlie Blackmon, Chuck Nasty. So, and then two Yankee players, which is Gleyber Torres, who's going to be a future star. I mean, he's already a star, but man, he's going to be the future of the Yankees. And then Gary Sanchez, who's a catcher. I'm not really a fan of Gary Sanchez. A lot of people say he's one of the best catchers. To me, I don't think so, but that's my opinion. You know, people might think differently. Astros, Alex Bregman, which was real interesting. Um, Especially after the Houston Astros scandal and all that. But I mean, there's still Houston fans out there, so definitely gonna end up picking that up. But uh, a lot of teams got left off of the newer wave, and for some reason, besides the Cleveland Indians, the AL Central gets left off a lot. Like if you guys don't know the AL Central, that's the Detroit Tigers, the Milwaukee Twinkies. For you Twins fans, don't get wrong. Don't get mad at me for that one. And I like messing with Minnesota Twins fans because they come at me real hard, especially since they just got good the last I guess going on 2 years already. So they come at me real hard. I come at them hard, but it's all love, man. I love every single body. And my White Sox players aren't getting no love. You know, on the other side of town, I believe there's two pops. There might be more. I know there's that infamous Chris Bryant that was going around everywhere, and then there's Aaron. I can't believe I was gonna call Rizzo Aaron. There's a Rizzo out there, so I'm not sure how many other Cubs pops there are, but there's a few of them. I'm not like I said, I'm not sure. But no, my White Sox players aren't getting no love. I thought Eloy would at least get a pop, or our betting chap Tim Anderson, or even Jose Abreu. You know, he is a big name player, but Funko hasn't decided to make those. I guess they're not that big of a names just yet. So who knows what happens with that? But anyways, some of four of my favorites pops that got announced was the new Pokemon pops. There is my favorite Mewtwo, not my favorite Pokemon, but one of my favorites, Mewtwo. A cool Mr. Mime from the Kanto region. Um, a Vulpix, which I would love to see Ninetales a pop, or maybe Funko should do for Pokemon. They should like if they should make like variants, like the shiny forms of them. That would be real amazing. Like every Pokemon, I believe every Pokemon has a shiny form, so that would be cool. Like that should be the chase, just their shiny form. Vulpix turns into Ninetales, his evil his evolution, so he turns into Ninetales, and Ninetales shiny form is real cool also. So hopefully in the future Funko does like their does shinies. That would be cool. And then last but not least, Pichu, which looks amazing. I still haven't picked up the 10-inch Pokemon pops. I would love to get them. I just don't never had the room for it. So I still debating on whether to get it. I see the Eevee every time I go to Target. So I'm eventually gonna pull the trigger on it. I just don't understand why I'm waiting. There's nothing I can say about that. But then that's it. But another video game pop was Shantae cool. I'm not familiar with the game, but I'll probably put like a picture of the character in game. So that was pretty cool that they announced that. And also, going back to the Walmart pops from the last video. So these pops, so there's the Hogan, there's the Andre the Giant, there is King Cold. Uh, I believe Zamasu keeps going up, and all of them, all the like the Walmart exclusive pops, they keep going live, and then they keep selling out. They go live, sell out, live, sell out. So you definitely might have to keep checking to see those pops. If you're purchasing online, or you just might have to hit up your stores and get those pops in store, because like I said, most of these pops aren't popping up online, and if they are, they're selling out real quick. So you definitely gonna have to make a move real fast. Especially like me, I'm definitely want to get my hands on all of them, but like I said, they keep popping up and they're selling out, popping up, selling out. And like I said before in my last video, go follow this pops, DIS, or I believe it's this Funko or this pops, I don't remember. I'll put his information in the description below. But once again, so he does a good job of notifying you whenever the pops go live. So you definitely want to do that. Another one is Funko Finders with a Z at the end. I shout them out all the time on this channel, and rightfully so, because they do the hard work. So go follow them on Twitter, and then you get notified whenever pops like that go live. There was a restock on the Lilo and Stitch, the Lilo, oh no, Stitch scented pop. So that one got restocked. So they're doing those that one went live. I'm not sure if it's sold out, but it went live. So pay attention to your whoever you follow and whoever's posting those links. So pay attention to those, and you're gonna get notified whenever those go live. And then now, one of my favorites announcements was the Naruto 6-inch Kurama. Real cool. We seen some promotional shots of it up close. Looks amazing. I love the color on it, the details on it. I cannot wait to get that in my hand, get it in my hands in person. So definitely want to pay attention to that. Then there's Frozen 2 pops that came out. So it's Olaf. There's Elsa riding Nock, and then a fire salamander. So if you're Frozen 2 Disney fans out there, pay attention to those. Classic Jawa. So they announced a classic Jawa. It looks pretty cool also. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan like that, but I do know Jawa from The Mandalorian, and I'm gonna get to that a little bit later. And then Pop Culture announced what they got, exclusive brush fire hero. He looks actually pretty cool. I would definitely love to get my hands on it. You know, it's some of the people fighting off the Australian wildfires. So they made a pop for them, which is real amazing. And I'd love to buy it just to support, you know, those heroes out there who are fighting off those fires. And definitely want to get your hands on that one also, because it's a cool pop. He actually he's like in a suit, and then he has like a koala hanging off his leg, I believe, or his arm. But real cool, man. I would definitely love to get my hands on that also. And then the Goku eating noodles went live. So if you like that pop, it's on Amazon. So definitely want to pre-order that. Get your pre-orders in. And then a Buster Hugs, a Funko Pop promotional night. So if you like Buster Hugs, most of you people don't even know who he is, but I'll put up a screenshot of how he looks. But yeah, that's about it for Funko News. Like I said, as this is all leading up to Saturday, February 8th. So everything else after that will get covered in the next video. But and now we're going on to some actual cool figures. So if you guys don't know, there was I believe an exhibition or whatever you want to call it, con or whatever. It's called JPO. So Banpresto was there, Bandai, and they were announcing some new Banpresto figures. And then they had Gokhan. I put Gohan with Goku together. Goku and Gohan animated versions of them, and those Band Prestos look amazing because they look just like the anime. Um, they're like the anime characters. It looks so amazing. So I cannot wait for those to come out. And then there was a Goku kind of like doing a spirit bomb, but he didn't have the actual bomb. It's just him with his arms doing the spirit bomb, so that's gonna be real cool. Also, there was an Ultra Instinct in the back. I believe they already have a few Ultra Instincts, so most of them are like the same figure. They're just doing like different poses or whatever. So definitely wanna get that if you're a huge Ultra Instinct Goku fan. Then there was a Goku doing a Kamehameha, but in his Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form. I just love saying that. And then next to it was a black hair Goku, just a regular Goku with his no shirt, just all abs, looking real strong. So pretty cool. And then they showed off a purple hair Trunks that looked amazing. I would definitely like to see that in person because, like I said, just the color of it. And Brand Presto does an amazing job of just having the figure look like the animated versions of the characters, and it just looks amazing. And then there was a Super Saiyan Vegito. He looked like he was kicking something, so that was pretty cool. And then two Bulmas, I believe her with the Dragon Ball device or whatever, and just another Bulma. And then some One Piece characters, Monkey D. Luffy, looked like they're running away. And then Sanji, I believe that was, and so pretty cool that they have One Piece. I still haven't watched all of One Piece, but I know it's one of like the highest um grossing animes of all time. So One Piece fans, there's some new. There's always One Piece. I know there's Boa Hancock. There's lots of some iconic villains too. So you want to pay attention to that. Then they had some cool Naruto Band Prestos. They had like Naruto actually doing the jutsu or whatever, like the jutsu sign, just standing right there. They had a Sasuke with the sword, and then some My Hero Academia. It was an All Might weekend that looked pretty cool. And then there's the voice guy Hisashi, so that was pretty cool. And then the Tenya doing the kick. So those were pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna get my hands on. I just love Band Presto, and if you guys never seen a Band Presto figure, go watch some of my older videos where I did unbox some Band Prestos. And I believe my second to last video, I unboxed some Band Prestos, like the new My Hero Academias, the Shigaraki, and Dabby. So if you want to look at some closer looks of how they look on there, go check that video out. You definitely highly recommend it. And then one of my favorites too, man, and this is probably like my huge grail I would definitely love to get my hands on, was the Iron Studio Sauron, the Dark Lord, the one he, and there's a piece on there. It was like it said one ring to rule them all. Oh my god, it's just amazing, man. I wish I had more money, so I probably would have pre-ordered that. I know you could do payments or whatever, but right now I'm kind of like locked up in other things right now, so I'm not sure if I'll get my hands on it. But eventually, if it's still up there, I would definitely love to purchase that because oh my god, it was so cool. He has the big hammer, his big swords or whatever, or hammers, whatever you want to call them, maws. Just it was just so cool. He's standing on top of a rock, just doing this crazy pose, man. Damn, I would love to get that, man. That would be like my dream piece right there, man. But anyways, I would just change the subject because I'm a little sad that I won't be able to purchase that. But man, there's just one day, man, if it's still up there, man. But the Mezco Thanos, it was pretty cool actually too. They showed off some new promotional shots of him. He looks like the more of a classic, not like the newer movies, but of a classic face to it. but it was also pretty cool. I know it's a light up version of him also. Pretty pricey. It was like $155. Um, but it was actually pretty cool. I'm not sure how big it was, but it's just him in his classic form or whatever you want to call it. And then his shoulder pads were kind of big on him, but that'd be fine with me. Also, I don't really care about that. And then a Great Ape Vegeta is finally went live. That one's a little bit more pricier. That one's $179, but it comes with a tons of accessories. It comes with like tails, cut off tails, Hanshirobi. Actually, you could. There's a piece on there where Hanshirobi was like cutting off the tail. That was pretty cool. So, like I said, extra pieces like that, and he also comes with, but he actually connects with the Vegeta, with the regular Vegeta with the tail, so you can have it to where he's like grabbing the tail. It's so sick. I definitely love that, man. I would definitely get my hands on that. And then there was a cool little Neandroid of Sam Bridges from Death Stranding. I was one of the few people, not a few, there was a lot of people, but um, uh, there was there was a lot of, I wouldn't call them haters, but there was a lot of people who didn't like Death Stranding as much. But I was one of the people that did like it, and they had a cool little Android of Sam Bridges, so I would definitely love to buy that. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on these Androids because they look so cool. Like the one recent one I had seen was who was it? It was a Yu-Gi-Oh one of Yugi Moto, and he was a little bit pricier. That's why I never pulled the trigger on it. If it was a little bit cheaper, I probably would have bought him. I probably would have saved for like a price drop on him, but he looked pretty cool. I would definitely love to pick one of those up. So I have seen one of them in person, but I know those things look actually pretty cool. I would definitely love to get those. And then some little costs. I believe they're called cost babies. It was a Dark Knight trilogy. I believe they have a light up feature to it too as well. It was just all the Dark Knight uniforms or whatever. I don't know why I keep saying uniform. Just the Dark Knight suits. It looked pretty cool. I would definitely love to get that as well. And then last but not least, I'm gonna end it off with Hot Toys. So then they announced a Harley Birds of Prey. I just bit my tongue, but a Harley Birds of Prey. I still haven't watched the movie on it, so I'm not gonna give my thoughts on it. But the figure looked okay. It has a lot of accessories with it. I would probably won't be picking that up. And then finally, and then there was some little backlash on this one, and it was the battle damage Thanos. Now it's not the figure that's getting backlash. Well, kind of, sort of, but because not it's not how it looks. It's because they already did a Thanos, and most people have it pre-ordered already. So a lot of people were canceling their orders and just buying this newer one because the regular one didn't have the battle damage, but this one has the battle damage. So there was like kind of backlash for that one, and rightfully so. You buy this figure, you already pre-order, you're doing all these payments, and then they come out with basically a deluxe version, and a cooler version, in my opinion, was the battle damage one. So people kind of pissed about that. They're canceling their pre-orders and buying this new one, and then that leads up to me finally saying I eventually bought more Hot Toys. So I'm in process of getting it. There's the new. There's no way I was not gonna pre-order that Batman Beyond. That would look pretty sick. These figures don't come out till later on in the year, and then the Mandalorian hot toy, had to pre-order that, get my hands on that. There was no way I was not pre-ordering that bad boy. So then that would probably be my when eventually those come in, that'll be my third hot toy. So a little pricier dark hole to get into, but I just had to, man. Those are two figures that definitely would love to get my hands on. one figure that I would love, really, really love. I know you can barely find him anywhere. The place where I did find him was on Amazon. It was going for almost $500, and it's the Batman Arkham Knight. I would definitely love to get my hands on that, but I'm not sure if I'll pay $500 for that. Man, that's pretty tough, pretty steep too, man. But man, I definitely would love to get my hands on that, man. It's one of I love the Batman Arkham games and just the series, but I wasn't really in love with that game, but he was like the one that stood out to me. If you guys don't know, the Arkham Knight eventually led up to be Jason Todd, Red Hood. So but man, it was pretty cool, man. Like I look at older pictures of him. Another one is Lord Zod. I would love to get my hands on Zod. There's a Metal Gear one which I could have bought a long time ago. I just didn't. I just didn't think it would sell out like a dummy, and then it eventually sold out. And it was the Metal Gear Rising Raiden. He eventually sold out. I was like, no. But there was like a lot of hot toys I would love to get my hands on, and of course the Joker. But man, but that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't let anybody bring your day down, and see you guys